And we are back and continuing to work on this cover. I mentioned before that I was thinking about wrapping this fabric around the cover. And I still want to do that, but I'm going to modify the process. Instead of doing a complete wraparound, I think I'm going to cut strips of this and just wrap it around the front and glue the ends to the back. And the reason for that is if I do the wraparound like I had intended, right? And then later on add this canvas to the inside like I want to, just to clean up the inside, I'm going to have to glue over this fabric, which is going to prove challenging. It's also going to create some bulk, which means I'm not going to have a smooth surface here. And it's also a waste of this fabric. There's no point wrapping this fabric on the inside cover if I'm just going to go over it or cover it up with this canvas. I could just not add the canvas. I could do that, but I want to add the canvas because part of the plans for the inside, I should say the front cover, is to add some of these metal embellishments. I went through my stash of metal embellishments and I want to add some of these to the cover. So once this cover is wrapped in this, then I would go ahead and add some metal pieces to the front. Right now I'm thinking this little lock, maybe a key, and either some butterflies. I have butterflies, I have other embellishments, I have options, or one of these cameo-like embellishments. I don't know yet, but I definitely want to do that, which means I am going to sew these onto the cover, and that it is going to leave me with some threads behind here. It's not necessarily going to look very pretty, and I'm going to want to cover that with my canvas, you see? So it all makes sense. I just had to stop and think it through. But for the fact that I am adding these metal embellishments, I would just wrap this around, wrap this cover like a mummy in this fabric and leave it at that. But I really do want to add some of these metal embellishments. So that's what we're going to do. I might regret it later. Might not turn out the way I think it's going to turn out, but like I said, I'm throwing everything at this and let's see how it goes. So I guess what I will do, let me gather up all these little metal embellishments and put them in one spot, is start cutting and gluing this fabric. So I'm going to try not to think about this too much. I don't want to overthink it, but I definitely want the strips to be long enough to wrap around the cover and come a little ways up on the inside so that the edges are covered up with the canvas once I put the canvas on the inside here. And because I will be covering this up, I don't have to worry too much about keeping this, worry about like the glue seeping through the fabric or whatever, because it's going to be covered up, right? think this looks great. What do you think? I am so excited about this. Oh my God. This looks great. Now, I think what I want to do, because why not, is just, I'm going to ink up these edges again. I feel I'm going to be doing this a lot. Because every time I ink up the edges, I cover them, and then I have to re-ink them. So it's all good. Yeah, much better. I also need to think about the spine and what I want to do with the spine. If I want to add a little spine jewelry here, create maybe a little dangling charm or something, I need to add a ring fastener. And if I'm going to do that, I need to do that before I lined the inside, so that again this canvas will cover the mechanics of the fastener. You won't see that. You won't see that. But I don't think I have to decide that right this minute. This is what we have as of right now. And how pretty would this look maybe I can sew a key onto there. Maybe this lock keyhole piece there. I also have butterflies and other things, but it does get to a point where it's a bit much, so I'm going to have to find that balance. I think, yeah, maybe not the butterfly, maybe just these two, maybe something like that. And I have, I'm pretty sure it's in here. I have these, I thought they were in here. I have a drawer in front of me. Now I'm emptying out that drawer. Because of course it's the last item in the drawer. But I have these. Maybe I can stamp some type of sentiment. I mean, there are 3 items here, so that's good. Threes, oh, you know, things in threes tend to be more aesthetically pleasing. Groups of 3, I should say. That might work. I do want it to pop a little more. Question is, what can we do to make that pop? I guess I will have to give that some thought. I would like to pick up on this blue in the fabric, and it's also the same blue that's in the trim that inspired and started this whole thing. So I think I want to somehow incorporate some of this blue. Question is how? How do I incorporate the blue? I guess I am going to give that some thought. I could do some wrapping with it. I could do that. I could. just add to it. Maybe that'll be cool. Maybe I'll do that. Oh gosh, so I'm gonna have to go through this whole wrapping process again, but not with this ribbon. But I do like the look of that, so you know what? We're gonna do it. So let me clean up this mess I just made in front of me by emptying out that drawer so that I can find these, and then come back and continue to work on this ribbon. Welcome back, welcome back. So what I have done is I took the blue sheer ribbon from that tassel that I unwound, and I wrapped it across the cover the same way I did with the fabric. And I do like the pop of blue. I do. I like that. So I'm going to add that last bit of glue there. And that is the cover now. I think what I'm going to do is again go in with some more of my ink and hit some of these edges again. Now, this is what we have so far, and I'm liking it. I think this is going to be the front. So the question now is, with the addition of that blue, I still don't think it's popping. This is not popping enough. So I looked through my little box of scraps and I found this kind of burlap textured paper. It's texture paper. It's definitely paper. At first I thought it was some kind of sticky back, but it's paper that has a very scratchy burlap feel to it. And this is the only piece of it that I found. It's not quite wide enough if I do it portrait style like this. It's just too much space on either side. But if I do landscape, and I do maybe just on the top here and leave this for a sentiment, maybe that'll work. Let's see, where is that plate? My husband's gonna call down that dinner is done about any second now. So if you hear him in the background, that's what that is. In fact, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think that works. So I just need to trim this down and go from there. You have to be careful with the placement, though, unless I skip out on the lock. Think around there. Not the straightest cut, but that's okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, that crooked cut's gonna drive me crazy. I do remember that this paper does chew up my blade. So, as much as this pains me, I'm gonna do it. Oh, that was painful. I would not recommend that you do that. My poor trimmer. The abuse. Let's see. I don't like that edge. I could. Maybe I just need to darken it up. I'm seeing too much white here. It's bugging me. Do I like this side better? No, I like this side. Do that. I'm back to the same problem, aren't I? Actually, I can fix this by using some handy dandy go thread. What if? Hold the door. Let's see. I am just going to wrap some of this go thread around this. Yeah, let's see, right? I think it'll be nice. I feel like it needs more. Okay, I like that introduction of the gold. I think what I want to do now I don't know why, but that made all the difference in the world for me. I think what I want to do now is slow stitch the key onto the paper and then adhere the paper onto the cover. So that way the stitching from the key onto the paper is back here. You won't see that. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Do I want to? No, too matchy-matchy. Never mind. Yes, I think that is what I'm going to do. I am going to get some needle, find a needle. I'm going to use the same Go thread, and I am going to sew this onto there. And then I think that'll be the focal point for the cover. I'm probably going to have to rethink this lock right here. I don't know. This keyhole. I'm gonna have to rethink that because it's just, it doesn't work now that I have this. I don't like it. So I think this, and then the book plate under here. And what I will do, maybe on this canvas, this scrap of canvas that's left, I can stamp the word create and then adhere that to the cover as well. So I think that is what I am going to do. So I think this is a good spot to stop. I don't think you need to watch me slow stitch a key onto this paper, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slow stitch the key onto the paper and then adhere the whole thing to the cover. And then I'm going to trim down this scrap piece of that sticky canvas. I am going to stamp the word create here, trim it down, and adhere it to the cover. So in the next video, we will probably be looking at a finished cover, maybe, and start working on the signatures. So truly, thank you, my friends, for joining me. I truly do appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. If you are subscribed, be sure to activate that notification bell so that you are notified anytime I post a new video. And if you enjoyed this video, if you're feeling inspired, if you're in a good mood and just feeling kind, a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. It really does help my channel a lot when I have that kind of interaction with my content. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, or tell me, what do you think so far? What do you think so far? Are you enjoying this video? Would you like to see more of these types of videos? I'm determined that 2022 will be more sharing of my process, not necessarily tutorials, because my process sometimes it's a little chaotic, but I thought, you know, I would share the process and maybe we can all learn something from it, be inspired by it, or just be afraid of what it would be like to spend a day in my mind. Just being silly. Thank you, my friends. I will catch you all in the next video. Until next time, bye-bye.